Hello guys and welcome to another video here on the Mad Chili channel. Today we're doing IMSA. I have not done a race in this series before, so...
Exit's clear, stay behind the white line. Okay Morgan, we've got 2 laps to get the job done.
So this should be interesting. Now, I'm got right out qualifying just so I can get a lap done. Now my pace round here is looking pretty decent. 157.5 is my best, and that was on race fuel. This is my first ever quali lap. I have done over an hour's practice, so I've done a good bit of practice. And for those of you who don't know about IMSA, RIP. Well, for those of you who don't know about IMSA, or IMSA in iRacing, it is a multi-class series with LMP2s, GTEs and GTDs, which are basically GT3s.
The track temperature's falling. It's now 19 Celsius.
Right, just excuse that. That's a bit disappointing, that little spin there, because that does mean that we will have a little less room for safety rating in the race. Now, obviously that's because this thing's on cold tyres. I was practicing on warm tyres just now, so... And also this thing feels way better on qualifying fuel as well. But we're here in the Lamborghini Huracan GT3. It's basically the Audi. It sounds exactly the same as the Audi. It just drives a little nicer. It doesn't want to kill you quite as much, I've found. Although the reason I haven't been using it in VRS is because the baseline setup for this thing, the one provided by iRacing, is horrendous. I'm using the Craig setup shop for this one. And it's an amazing setup. Right, let's just warm the tyres a little bit. Ready for our first lap, and let's hope for a good one. I messed up the exit of that chicane, that's a bit annoying. There's a much faster way to go through the chicane than that. My tyres are still feeling quite cold, so... This lap will probably be slower than the second one, but I want to set decent laps no matter what. So out we go then. And unfortunately I blinked out there in that first set, so I mean we won't get a total idea of how good our time is. Which is a bit irritating. Oh dear, oh that was close. That's an off track if you go off there, so obviously we don't want that. By the way, when I say it's the Nurburgring, as you probably saw, it is just the GP bit. Not the super long Nordschleife or anything, none of that. Yeah, through there, look, you get a lot of time. That's probably because of the low fuel. Now, through here, you can't go flat on race fuel. You have to just lift slightly, and that allows the front end of the car to turn better. Now, on qualifying fuel, I don't know whether you can get away with going flat, but I'm not going to. You can see we're getting quite a bit of time so far on this lap, despite the fact I don't think it's been my best. That is because of, obviously, the low fuel, remember. And then you can cut this bit of the chicane. Well, not quite that much. Oh, that's a shame. I cut it a teeny bit too much, and it lifted the car into the air a touch, which ruined the lap. So that's a shame. That's cost us half a second. That's a bit annoying. That's meant that time isn't very good then. 58.0. Yeah, we need to do better than that.
158.03.
I can do better than that. We'll just take... We need to do better than that, don't we? I don't actually know how many GTDs are in this race. We'll check afterwards. Be careful through here, so that's not the fastest first sector ever, but I'm just making sure we get through without any off tracks. I think, you know, obviously, if I just, as long as I just don't muck up that last corner, I can instantly do better on this lap. Oh, I've messed up that corner as well. This isn't good. If we're doing better, this is our quali fuel. Oh. There you go, very good through there. So on quali fuel, that section of the track is so much nicer. It feels better. And then I'm not daring to go flat up there, just in case. Obviously, if you run wide into the sand, that is it. That's your lap gone. Oh, I thought that was an off track then. I went slightly on the grass and I saw a little thing pop up at the top. And I thought, oh dear, we're okay, we're alright. Now, at the moment, this one's actually slightly slower than our first lap, but provided we don't mess up the chicane. No. Oh, come on, we did it again. Not as badly this time, but I did it again. Honestly. And in the end, this lap is basically the same as the first one. Oh, that's not good. There you go. Never mind. That's a bit disappointing. I would have wanted to be a bit quicker than that. It's because that chicane, it's the most crucial part of the lap. You mess up it, you either go too far. If you run over that right curb, by the way, if you're wondering why didn't you just go for the right curb, that's a 2-second slowdown and an off track. So, we don't want that. Bit disappointing though. I would have wanted, to be fair, even if we were in the 57s, I wouldn't have had a hope. Now, looking at it, we are actually in the lower half of the GTD field here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars who are all Division 2 and above. Division 1, actually, 4 of them are. And these guys are going to be a lot quicker than me. I'm down car 29, so I'm a bit lower. I'm actually right on the brink of being Division 3. I don't know how I got Division 2 this season. I just managed to sneak Division 2, I suppose. iRacing thought I was quick enough for Division 2. And so, hopefully, as long as we can finish ahead of all these Division 4, Division 5 guys, I think we'll be okay. It looks actually like we're in a bit of no man's land, in fact. Also, I have seen streamers blacken the setup screen on iRacing. I'm guessing that's because it's a paid setup, so you're not technically allowed to share it. I don't know. But because I've seen other people do that, I'll just black the screen while I'm fiddling with my setup. Don't worry. In fact, I just need to check I did actually load it up the right fuel. Yeah, so 60 litres.
That's the end of the session. P7.
Yeah. So, I don't know how streamers have done it, but they've got it so when they click on the garage screen, it actually blacks just the bit of the setup screen, like, instantly. I don't know how you get it to do that, but there you go. But it does look as though we're in a bit of no man's land here. Car 30 and beyond. Remember, car 30 is probably going to have a very similar iRating to us. Now, this is because the GTDs, they're not very popular. Since the fixed series came into the scene on the GT3 side, that's taken that empty gap where when people weren't doing VRS they had something else to do. That's taken that gap away. So now people are no longer doing GTDs as much in IMSA. So it does mean that we've got a bit of, it's probably the only one split for GTD, so this will be top split we're in, which is why I'm quite a low number. Really I deserve to be a bit lower, but because of the GTD field size, we're instantly there. Now, it's a 45-minute race in IMSA, so a little bit longer than VRS. Only 5 minutes longer. And I'm quite encouraged by that. How many, by the field? 1, 2, 3, so there's 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 GTDs. So if we can come in a top 7, we probably will gain iRating. Top 6 would be nice, but if we can hold on to that top 7 that we've qualified on in, qualifying, then I'll be a really happy person. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, we've got the LMP2s here in this field and the GTEs. We'll have to be careful of those LMP2s. I've heard many stories about IMSA on iRacing and LMPs killing people, so let's try not to be one of those people that may be killed by LMPs. We'll give it a go. We'll probably be lapped by them, I think, twice. I don't know. Maybe 3. I don't know.
45 minutes.
Right.
P7.
Now, I've also been informed in the comment section, thank you to the people who pointed it out, that weaving apparently doesn't really
We need to follow car number 16.
warm tyres on iRacing. In fact, it's actually dangerous because you may hit cars. So I'll take their feedback on board. It was from someone who has quite a bit of iRacing, so hopefully they're right. I mean, to be fair, that's why most people hold the brake on iRacing before coming to the start of the field. Now, we're actually... I don't know, the GTD leader is probably going to leave a gap to the GTEs ahead, so we'll probably sit here for a little bit. You know, obviously, we are told to leave roughly a 5 to 10 second gap, just to make sure that if any of the carnage breaks out in that GTE field, it doesn't spread over into the GTD field, which would be nice, but as you know, that may not happen. If anyone's watched him, so I've witnessed much carnage, so...
Green, green.
Oh wow, it went green. I was not expecting to go green then. Well, there we go. We really held it till the last minute there, didn't we? Well, there we go. We've got away with a pretty good start here. I was not expecting people to do that. They really left it late to go. But I'm not complaining. I mean, literally went green as soon as we started moving.
Our left, clear on the left.
Right, the thing is, I don't really want to pass any of these guys who started ahead of me because they're miles quicker than me. And it will just cause me issues if I have to try and defend them later on and let them by. It might leave me vulnerable for other people. That was not that good, but I didn't really have a choice. Right, out we go then. I think we should be a bit more safe now. Those three have got away, I let them go. Because obviously they'll be slowing each other down in the first laps. I tend to be quite a quick iRacer when it comes to the first few laps versus everyone else. Like, say they qualified way better than me, I'll tend to stick on pace with them for the first 3 or 4 laps, and then it'll start to... Then that pace gap, they'll start to stretch their legs and then they're gone. Okay, be careful over there, cold tyres and all that. Maintaining a pretty steady 0.7, 0.8 seconds. Oh, be careful of that. We messed it up right, we didn't qualify again. I don't know what's happened. This guy behind me, he qualified, you know, a second and a half off me, but it's seeming like he's able to stick with me right now. Come on, let's get down. Let's get on with this race. Hopefully I'm much quicker than him in this section. Obviously I don't know how quick I am versus him so far in this section because the first lap was a bit of a mess going through here. Like, if I can break the draft to him, that'll be beneficial. I think the tyres are starting to warm up now. They felt a bit horrendous at first. Obviously, I've done a couple of laps on qualifying fuel, so it's kind of like getting back used to what the car was feeling like on race fuel in practice. I thought I'd messed it up, but it actually turned out to be pretty good. There are 2 lines around that hairpin. So if you overshoot the braking, you can get a better exit, but then if you brake a bit early, you can carry more speed. So it kind of balances out. I think both lines are pretty much as quick as each other. Oh dear, that's an off track.
Okay, Morgan, going out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Need to be better with that. Although the gap behind is now above a second, so that's really positive. We got a break earlier there, where we can get a bit of a better exit then, although still not great. I nailed that chicane about twice in practice, and I thought, yes, maybe finally I've got that chicane, and it doesn't seem like I have. I mean, what was the lap time just then? It's a 57.9 actually, so it was a pretty decent lap time. So I'm pretty pleased with that as a lap time, to be honest. And then now it's just about keeping this car in a nice way. Now it seems like I am quicker than that guy behind. That pace advantage that we've shown in qualifying is starting to open up now. I'm amazed the lap was a 57.9 to be fair. Because I messed up a lot of it.
The gap behind's increased to 2.0.
Yeah, this is what we want. The gap behind is now 2 seconds, and then we just stay here then in 7th. I won't gain a lot of iRacing finish at 7th. It'll probably be quite a small amount, but I'm not bothered if we can have a good race and be clean here in 7th. But obviously this is the thing, unlike other series where, if this was VRS, I had this kind of pace look on the race, and I thought, nice, I could kind of just chill out, but obviously we have got to still watch when the LMPs come by and inevitably dive bomb their way through the field, and because of that we can't sit back and relax. We have to keep our eyes out for anything going on. Now the gap behind is now 3 seconds, 57.6 that lap, so race pace is bang on. So mid 57s is what I want to be aiming for race pace, which is a pretty decent lap time. Oh, that's not good. Messed that up. Whatever I do, we can't kind of get complacent and start messing up my lap times. Can't do that, whatever I do. Because that guy behind me, he may be slower than me, but he's certainly not slow.
The gap to Schwartz ahead is increasing. It's now 4.1 seconds.
These guys ahead are having a proper scrap. Also, there were 2 cars. The cars behind us were fighting, and car 34 has lost 5 seconds somewhere, so something's happened to them. Obviously having a bit of a scrap. Honestly, that sequence of corners there, it's nice in a GTD. There is a bit of a lack of downforce maybe, but it's not too bad, it's pretty fun. So this Craig setup is amazing. Craig setup shop, honestly, they make some proper nice setups. They transform a car that feels, you know, on a baseline iRacing setup, this Lamborghini feels quite heavy and wide. And I don't really like it, but with this setup, it feels like a totally different car. There you go, nailed the chicane. So that's what we need to be doing every time. Sadly, I don't seem to be able to do that. So that lap was actually really good. It was just that little mess up in the first sector that's meant it was a bit slow.
7th position.
Smoke. No one's crashed, have they? Looks like there's been a bit of a shake-up ahead of us there, so I think
away from the guy behind.
I think someone maybe span out or got hit going into that first corner. People do like their dive bombs into that first corner. Oh, messed that up a bit. The track conditions are definitely different to practice. But pretty good through there. again, I'm not too focused on getting the best lap time. I'm mainly focused on pulling away from the car behind and making sure we don't get many incident points. That's kind of the...
Alright Morgan, our fuel window will open after 90 minutes. It should close in about 32 minutes.
We're actually closing on this guy slightly, I think. I don't know whether he's got some damage maybe from fighting with those guys or what. I actually looked pre-race as well. He's Division 1, that guy. And as you can see, he's car number 5, so he must have a pretty good iRating. So I wouldn't expect him to be slower. And there you go, straight away, you can see there on our relative. Those LMPs are coming 12 seconds away. Now I'm in quite a fortunate position here of having cars so spread out around me. It means that I can hopefully slow down a little bit and let those LMPs go
now about 3.3 seconds. That was 158.04.
It's why I like multiclass racing. It does always add a little bit more interest into the racing. It always makes it a little bit more crazy. Although that does mean you can sometimes get taken out as a result of all the actual craziness, which we don't want. Oh dear. Oh, I thought I'd been off track. I don't know how that wasn't an off track. That surprised me. Honestly, that corner though is the one that I'm rubbish around. That first sector, I am terrible round it. Okay, I'm glad I bought this Lamborghini. I much prefer GT3/GTD to GTE. There's a lot of GTs, but I just love GT3. It's such a nice car class.
Here come the LMP2 class cars, blue flag.
There you go, so there is our little thing, look, they are absolutely flying.
You got one left side, clear left, good job.
There you go, that's the first end of the day. There'll be more, I can guarantee it. Oh, went a bit, that wasn't good. Yeah, these LMPs, they like to send it. So we've got to be careful. Obviously it's only been 6 laps and they've already caught us, so it shows how quick they are. Right, luckily I think these guys are going to get us on the straight.
Right side.
Blue flag.
Right clear, good job.
Obviously that's what we'd want for most of them, is for them to get us on the straight.
Right side clear.
That was a bit of a descent, wasn't it? Wow. That was, yeah.
Okay.
Teeny bit aggressive for my liking.
Blue flag.
And there's someone choosing to complain an awful lot on the voice chat. Oh, get another off track, that's not good.
You got one right side. Right side clear.
Getting a lot of these off tracks, it's not really what we want.
On your right.
Okay, this guy can go by now,
Clear on the right.
the other one as
Gap in
well.
front has increased to
Right side.
blue flag.
Clear right side.
You are going up, you see 1 second more than everyone.
Coming up on your left. Left side's clear.
Okay, that GTD there is a lap down, so he's just going backwards.
Blue flag.
I've actually lost quite a bit of time here.
On your right. Right's clear. On your left.
Whoa,
Clear on the
those
left side.
LMPs, what are they doing?
Left side. Clear left side.
Blue flag.
Alright, go around the outside then. That was a little bit much, I think. Now, is that all of them? Because I can't see any more on my relative. Honestly, that was some interesting driving though from that LMP. That's cost me a lot of time.
Yellow flag.
Oh,
It's
has
about you,
someone
mate.
been taken out? What's that yellow flag about? Now, oh, that light. That needs to be a thing. That needs to be a saying in sim racing. But the gap behind is now a whole 13 seconds. So it seems as if the guy chasing me down fared even worse with that lap traffic. Well, I wasn't great with it either. We've got 3 interval points as well in this race, which is not great, but it's okay. Anyway, did that first sector good there. That's rare. I think that's all of the LMPs though. A lot of them I think took themselves out before they could get to me. LMP summarised, that is. They're too busy taking each other out and other GTDs out. Obviously, you know, like, I had to go properly slowly and offline to let those guys go last lap. But we're okay, we survived for now. And we're still P7. And the GTEs will take a bit longer to go round. The LMPs are considerably quicker than both classes, and the GTE is a little bit closer to GT3, but they will still lap us once. It's typically around the pit stop cycles that it starts getting crazy with all the cars lapping each other. Whoa, that's not good. I'm terrible at that chicane. What is going on? So the grip in this car does feel a lot worse than it was in practice, but still.
Alright, Morgan, you've got half your fuel left.
Yeah, I'm finally starting to get, I don't know whether the heat's in the tyres now or what, but I'm starting to get that first sector now. The car's feeling a lot more hooked up.
The gap in front is now 7.1 seconds.
It is definitely something I need to work on with multi-class though, is I kind of get focused on the multi-class side of it when cars start coming by, and it takes me a few laps to get back in that rhythm of just going round the track, setting good lap times. But really, if I want to be competitive, I need to be back on it straight away.
Should be about 15 minutes of fuel left. 3.6 litres per lap. It looks like we'll need to add 25 litres to get to the end.
Appreciate who's fueling me today.
There's a faster class car behind.
Okay, we've got a LMP who's going to catch us here, I think. Maybe. Are they going to get us in time? I don't think they are. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I thought that'd be a slowdown. We're okay. Weird, somehow I managed to get an off-track there, but not a slowdown. I'm going to be my braking point back on that corner. I've been braking just before the 100-metre board, but I think that's too late. I always seem to slightly overshoot it.
That lap time was 1:58.65.
And it ruins our whole lap, and that was a really good lap, and I just wasted a second in that one corner. Well, that was close. That first sector felt good there. I do love the Nurburgring, it's a lovely circuit, the GP thing. I'm not so much of a fan of it as the Nordschleifer for racing at least. I like the track. I think it's an amazing track, but for actual racing, particularly on iRacing, it's not really that good. It just provides a fest of drafting with people just going all in straight lines together, you know, just in a straight line of a draft tray, and then they basically wait for someone to crash because people don't know the track properly. So it doesn't provide the best of racing. I've tried third gear through there. I don't know, third gear feels a bit nicer, but it seems to be slower on the exit. We've got a 16-second gap behind. My apologies if this race has turned out to be a little dull. Braked a teeny bit earlier there, not much earlier, but yeah, there you go. If we cut that corner perfectly, look at that. Good that was really good.
The car ahead's pitting.
People pitting already. A bit early for that, isn't it? I guess we're 20 minutes in. A tank can last 25 minutes, so...
B6, so that was at 158.18.
So I don't think we'll have any chance of jumping in the pits. We're going to add an extra 2 litres on what crew chief says in the pits as well, just to be safe, because remember, I'm not really that bothered about being able to... I can't really jump anyone in the pits because the next car's 9 seconds away, and I can't make a pass. Oh, the car behind me's gone off by the looks of it. I don't know what's happened, but their number was tumbling down there. Like getting further away from me, I mean. So something's happened to them, and then P6 is out, and they've already pitted, so... Now the optimum time to pit is probably when the GTEs start getting close to us. That way we won't have to deal with most of the GTE field. That will make our lives a lot easier.
Gap to Schwartz ahead is increasing. It's now 11 seconds. You have 4 incidents.
Slow lap this one. I think my kind of motivation to go super quick is kind of gone now a little bit. Obviously, I'm just taking this race quite calmly now. Weirdly, I broke earlier than I did on the previous lap, but I overshot it. Maybe I need to recalibrate my brake pedal. Maybe I'm not being able to push it all the way to 100% at times. These things do have ABS, so you can be fairly aggressive with the brakes. So maybe I'll have to think about
that. Okay, Morgan, the next car is Schwartz. That's halfway. We think about 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
off track. So there you go, we've discovered a little bit of a interesting thing there. You can actually cut a teeny bit of that, and it does allow you... Oh, that was... should have written it earlier there. But you can cut a teeny bit of that. Oh, there you go, that was the guy that was behind us. The guy that's just disconnected, so... obviously he's had... some issues. Apologies if this video is a little boring. I mean, I guess if you want to see some nice racing at the Nurburgring, just, well, quick for 2,000 iRacing laps, then I guess it has some worthwhile. And if you want to see some multi-class action, I guess it's also kind of worth it. I knew that IMSA might be a bit nicer because of the less cars in the field, and particularly the GT3 class is very spread out normally. The because of the fact that there's only one split, usually. But I didn't think it'd be quite this spread out. Although for safety rating and for iRacing small little games, I think this series could be quite good. Obviously, there you go, so you can see there on our relative, the LMPs are getting closer, and so are the GTDs. There was a bit of an incident there between a GTD and a LMP. I can't tell whether that what we're saying. There might have been, because he's dropped back a few seconds. Not enough for us to jump him in the pits, but that's interesting. Now, I think I'm going to have to pit quite soon, because
That's 20 minutes to go.
I don't really want to be around when all these classes are mixing together. I don't think we're going on this lap, I think we're going on the one after. Although the LMPs can gain 12 seconds
in front is now
us.
14 seconds.
We're okay. And yeah, I think we're going to pit this time. I think we can make it to the end. I mean, we're more than halfway, so we can. So let's box. Don't mess up the pit stop. I'm going to brake a bit early.
Watch your speed. Box in. 5, 4,
And then we'll add an extra 2 litres just
2,
in case.
1. Box now.
There you go. Fueling up then. Up to about 48 litres, I think. It'll be. Okay, 42. Actually, that makes more sense. I did the maths wrong, I think.
We estimate 23 minutes of fuel remaining.
23 minutes left, so
5
plenty.
litres per lap.
And we're down to P7, but no one else. And we've also let those LMPs go.
There's traffic behind. Take care.
Oh, there's some smoke up there. I don't know what that's about.
He's on your left side.
There's a group of faster cars behind.
Left side's clear. He's on your left side. He's still there. Clear left.
Why is he able to get past us? What was that? He wasn't able to get past us. That was weird. Right, there we go. Apparently we're still 6th. I don't know what that's about. Being careful of this Ferrari. Remember, those GTEs, they don't have ABS, so they can't always adapt to the situation quite as well as a car like this. I guess I was still ahead of the line with the guy that was chasing me down, so that's why it's still saying I'm 6th. Oh, there we go, that was close. Dirty air from the Ferrari, I think that was. Also, the car is obviously slightly heavier, which does catch by surprise.
26 minutes of fuel left. 3.5 litres per lap.
Now the cruise chief was saying 23 minutes of fuel, he's now saying 26. Either one would be enough to get us to the end, so I'm not too bothered. Yeah, I timed that pit stop pretty well, I think. The LMPs have to pit a bit earlier, so I think they may have already done some of their pit stops, I'm not sure. Because the LMPs, they basically run a full tank almost. They run like a 90% tank.
Okay, Morgan,
so
there's faster class car approaching.
Oh, we've got a GTE behind us, so we'll have to watch that. We are down to P7, so we haven't...
This is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits. P4.
careful of that GTE that is catching us. They have a lot more aero, the GTEs, so they are considerably quicker around those corners. I think he's going to get us here on this straight, I don't know.
There's a faster car approaching.
He's going to get us here, I think, is he?
Blue flag.
Clear
What
left,
was
good job,
that?
buddy.
It was just shoving me.
Left side.
I'm going to let this guy go.
Left side is clear.
What was he doing? He was being weirdly like, I don't know.
Okay, Morgan, don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. Blue flag. 15
This
minutes
guy's
left.
flashing his lights. And then we'll let him go now.
Right side.
Yeah, that GTE
Right
there,
side clear.
he was like refusing to get past us. And then he tried to go side by side into that corner, so... We've got an LMP behind us now. He's not going to go for it here, is he?
Coming up on your
Alright.
right's clear, good job.
I'm glad I have a bit of a gap to these various other GTDs, because this multi-class action has been pretty crazy. And I think some of them are yet to pit as well, so they're going to have to pit and then come through us again.
There's a faster class car approaching.
That's going to be interesting. There's some smoke up there. I think that was probably someone locking up.
Blue flag.
So apparently cars that blink out now don't make smoke anymore. So when you see smoke, it is now a lock up or a spin. It's not like fake smoke from someone blinking.
Right side. Right side clear.
Okay, thank you.
You cut the track. Keep it nice
Well,
and tidy.
that guy, honestly, I felt like he was just going to hit me if I didn't go off there. Thankfully, we only lost about 3.5 seconds, so not too bad. I'm lucky that there's no GTDs near me, aren't I? This is crazy. Wow. I don't know, maybe that was just me overreacting, but I honestly felt like that guy was just going to punt me off into the sand if I didn't do anything. Obviously, I'm quite lucky in the fact that there was no damage done, and it only cost us 3.5 seconds, which isn't that much when I had a 20-second gap to the next car. I wish those multi-class cars would just wave, like those twisty sections. You can't really pass there. It is the thing with IMSA, there's the speed difference between an LMP2 and a GTD. There's quite a bit of a speed difference. It's noticeable by a lot.
B7.
I suspect these guys would have pitted by now, right? I'm pretty sure there's only 12 minutes left, so I think everyone would have pitted now.
Okay, Morgan. There's a faster car approaching.
But we've got these guys catching us. It's a GTE and an LMP catching us, so... Hopefully I'll catch us in a bit of a nice spot on the track.
Blue flag.
Obviously that LMP is called us much quicker. He's not going to go for it round here, thankfully. Oh, that was close. Was he trying to, I don't know what he was doing trying to make the pass there. Obviously, in a GTD, there's not that much downforce compared to the other cars in the field, so therefore, on a flat-out corner like that, I can't really do anything with the steering. The car's on its limit,
side. Still there. Right's clear.
Yeah, this guy wait to a straight. The straights are a much better place to make those moves. Yeah, look, I waited behind that guy, look, so I was obviously a bit careful with that guy, so I broke earlier, and because I broke earlier, I got a much better run through that corner, that chicane, so that's how you do it, you break early. Now, what kind of gaps have we got? I can't actually see anybody around me, so that's kind of nice. It's all GTDs behind, no, GTEs behind me now.
10 minutes remaining, 10 minutes. There's a faster car approaching.
Right, the gap to those, there's a group of GTEs behind now, two of them, to be exact. Now, if they're in a fighting position, they'll probably be quite urgent to get by, so I might be a bit cautious with those guys. They're not going to catch me here, so we're okay for now.
Blue flag.
Yeah, there's the blue flag for them. They're 1 second back, so they'll be... Hopefully they'll both pass me on this straight coming up now. We'll tell them to go to the right. I'll take the long way back this corner here.
On your right. Right side's clear.
Car behind's a faster class.
And the other GTE is not close enough to have a go.
Blue flag.
This guy should get this on the straight nicely.
Right side. Keep it steady, still
The
there.
straight line's really different
Clear.
between these cars. It's not that different.
We estimate 13 minutes of fuel remaining. 3.6 litres per lap. Okay, Morgan, lap time's pretty consistent.
Obviously they're locking up, as GTEs do.
Faster car behind.
Right, 3 seconds we've got until the next car, so they're not too much of a bother for now. I don't even know where our nearest competition is in the GTD field. It's kind of the bonuses of multiclass racing, is even when there's no competition around in your class, there's something else to keep you entertained and busy. Mostly busy.
Blue flag.
Right. That guy's second back, so don't feel like he's going to go for a move. Is he going to get us on the straight? I'll go wide just in case, just to make up the extra time. Is he going to do it or not?
Our left.
Alright, he went for the send.
Clear left.
That was a little bit much for him there. There wasn't really a room for the send, but he made room. I thought he'd get off track for going wide there. Obviously not. That's good for us.
You have 5 incidents.
How long is left
Okay,
now?
Morgan,
Only 6
keep doing what you're doing. This is spot on, P5.
So not a lot. For some reason, Creed Chief thinks I'm P5. That would be nice.
Faster class car
But,
approaching.
I would have wanted to get P6 in this race though. I was kind of hoping that one car would be issues, not like promoting into P6, but never mind. Obviously I'm not going to wish a crash on someone else.
flag.
Well, yeah, that GTE, I don't think he's close enough to get us in this hairpin. No.
Blue flag.
Surely this guy ain't gonna get us here. Oh my word, that guy's mad. I can't believe he went for that. There was no room there. He just went, hey, you're a
5 minutes
GTD.
remaining, 5 minutes
You
left.
don't matter, so I'm just gonna pass you here like you don't exist. Again, if I was in a scrap for position in this race, I wouldn't be so happy about the way that people treat the GTDs.
Alright Morgan, 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I was looking at that because you can't go too wide through there. I mean, maybe you can go too wide in like an LMP or something that has more downforce, but definitely not in a GTD. I wouldn't go too wide through there ever. And it lost us like, that lost us like 2.5 seconds. So it's not appreciated.
Faster class car behind.
Now the leader LMP is behind us by 8 seconds. If he passes us, that'll be one less lap for us to do, I think. No, 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 no. I hadn't done that all race. I am so lucky in this race that nobody has been around me. That was not good. Somehow I didn't get a 2x for spinning out. Yeah, that wasn't good, was it?
Push now, the guy behind is catching.
That was interesting. Amazing that there's still nobody near me, so I don't know what's happened to the cars ahead and behind me. It's like I'm the only GTD in the entire field.
Blue flag.
Yeah, that was just that thing. If you shift down too quickly, it causes like a weird slow spin. And I've avoided it all race, but there we go, it had to come once, didn't it?
Right side. Light's clear.
Blue flag.
He's on your left side. Clear left. Good job, buddy.
That guy really went for a send there, didn't he? That was not a good time for me to blink out. Yeah, amazingly, there isn't a car behind me. Now I'm hoping that spin didn't cost us a position, as in maybe if someone had an issue on the last lap, I might do one less lap now because of that. Although I think the LMP would have lapped us anyway. So, are we going to the last lap now, or no? It doesn't look like it. One more after this. Oh, I forgot to shift
Just 2
up
minutes
there.
left, 2 minutes to go. P4.
Some LMPs behind us, they'll get us before the end. So we'll have to watch them. Make sure that they don't interfere with us too badly. I'm really happy I didn't get any interviews for that spin though. That was a bit embarrassing. It's a bit annoying to have that spin, to be honest. We had apart from that, a very
There's a
clean
group of
race.
faster cars bearing down on you. These guys are scrapping for position.
Obviously the little shoves out the way we got from various cars today. They're not going to go for it, are they? These LMPs. No, I wondered if he was thinking about setting there.
Clear left. Good
I'm
job.
just going to back out their way.
Stay between the lines, please, Morgan.
I got into the point for going a bit wide, but obviously I don't want to interfere with that. That's looking like it's going to end badly, especially if another class gets involved. Goes to a proper fighting. Right, on to the last lap. We go. I seriously have no idea where the nearest GTD is to here, but oh well, I guess. I mean, like, I think the gap, the GTD is both behind and ahead. But we
Fast
need
car approaching.
15-20 seconds for the majority of the time before the pit stop, so I'm surprised that they've disappeared. I mean, I lost
Blue flag.
a good 20 seconds probably if you factor in the spin and then the 2 times getting shoved off. So really I shouldn't need to
You got
have
one left side.
a
Left side
GTD
clear.
in sight of my relative, but I guess what it is maybe the guys behind me, I know all of them disconnected, maybe some of the others had some issues getting hit by LMPs or whatever.
Okay, Morgan, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining. There's a faster car approaching. Blue flag.
Right, is that LMP's not going to go from back there, is he, surely? No. See, this guy waited until the
He's on
straight.
your left side.
He waited until
Clear
the
on the left
straight
side.
and then tried to pass me.
Dele un manito, lo sepa,
That's
dele un
how you
puto
do
manito.
it. Oh, that guy sounds angry. Not a GTD, that guy, so... Messed up that chicane a little bit there, but not too bad. And there we go. We come through for a 7th place. I think it might gain us a tiny bit of iRacing, possibly.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
And there we go. And across the line.
P7, there's the checkered flag.
To finish the race. There we go, P7, I'll take that. Bit of ball in one and another car flipping all over the place behind us. Ahead of us. I never get that. Safety
No, para
rating
el
still
coche, para
counts
el coche.
after the flag, remember?
Y se desconecta. Valiente hijo de puta.
But there we are. I will take that as a result. I'm very happy. Again, in the end, it looks like we did a pretty good job there of maintaining that P7 that we started with. Obviously, it did help, I think, that the 2 guys that were behind us quite closely, look, car 34 and 30, I think in the end it looks like both of them ended up, you know, leaving the race. So, but I'm pretty pleased with that. Fastest race lap of a 57.6. The pace was not too great then after that, but we did the whole race pretty much in 58, apart from the laps where we were almost killed by some LMP2s and some GTEs, so I'll take that as a win. Only 6 incident points as well, I think that was it? Oh yeah, because I clicked quit and I haven't got this iRacing thing. There we go. Let's have a little look. Have we got the results? Not yet. Again, I suspect that if I gain iRating, it'll be like 5, and if I lose it, it'll be about 5. There you go. We gained 1 iRating, 1 sole iRating, so not too bad there. We basically finished exactly where we basically finished exactly where you'd expect. It wasn't really, the next GTD in terms of iRating was 600 ahead of me, and the next GTD in terms of iRating behind me was 500 lower than me, so I ended up being quite isolated there in that race, and then all the other GTDs had like 6,500, 5,500, 4,100, all very good iRatings. It was top split, that one, by the looks of it. It was the only split that had GTDs in it out of the 3 splits. So that's what I mean. It was only the 1 split for GTD. So never mind, I suppose. We gained safety rating, though, and the iRating went up by 1 point, which I'll take. You know, I'll take that easily. I think we'll do some more IMSA. I really like it, actually. Even though I plan to spend the season in VRS, I've had a lot more luck in IMSA. Well, I've only done 1 race. So, obviously, we only gained the 1 iRating. It would have been a bit nice to finish like P5 or P6 if someone had had issues, or maybe if my pace had turned out to be a little bit better than some of those behind me. So it's a bit of a boring race, to be honest, but that's kind of what I needed. I wanted my safety rating to have a little bit of a boost. I'm A-class now, so trying to keep that safety rating nice and high. And then I'm trying to keep the iRating above 2,000 if I can. That's kind of my target, above 2,000. So I'm pretty happy with gaining 1 iRating point. I basically finished exactly where my iRating said I would. So there we go. That's kind of the thing. It does assure me that even though I think sometimes, oh, what if I'm slower than the 1,700 iRating people? I'm not. I'm quicker by quite a long way. Obviously, despite a couple of incidents in that race. So that was really good fun. Again, maybe a little bit boring, but I'm really pleased with that. Hope everyone enjoyed this video then. Do give it a like, and if you really, really enjoyed, then give it a subscribe. My channel, not the video. I don't think you can subscribe to a video, can you? Anyway, hope everyone enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Again, probably some more iRacing. Definitely, there'll be some Bristol dirt content coming up from tomorrow. The NASCAR series is at Bristol Motor Speedway, the dirt track. I can't wait for that. I have actually got a bit of practice in a couple of weeks ago, but apparently there's been a patch that changed how Bristol dirt was by quite a bit, so we'll have to give that a go. Also, if it counts towards my MPR while only affecting my dirt oval safety rating, I'll definitely grind out those Bristol races to get my A licence in oval. That'll be nice if I can do that. I think it's 3 races I've got to do, or 2. 2 races I've got to do to get that B-class licence. So, we'll see. Hope everyone enjoyed it anyway. Hope to see you in the next video, and that's about it, really. Oh yeah, flying. There won't be much flying. I'm hoping to record a video maybe tomorrow, from Strasbourg back to Heathrow, and then in the next few weeks maybe a bit more, but we'll see what I get time for. You know, unlike iRacing, which, you know, this video has taken me literally an hour, and it's an hour long. It's how long it took me, so... But with this, you know, with the flying, it takes me 2 or 3 hours to do a flight, and then obviously it takes me another 15-20 minutes to edit it, and then it's got to render and all that. So not too bad though. I'm really pleased with that race. Drop me a comment, say, you know, what you thought of that race. Was it a good one? Was it a boring one? Or do you want me to do more IMSA? Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hope to see you in the next one, and bye bye.